Welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and let's continue. Okay.
Yeah, what are you? You're...
I must give you my thanks. Because of you, I am once again welcome within the Jedi Order.
Did you learn anything about
KotOR's injuries were not so severe as I first believed. I was foolish to believe I could harm a master such as she with my clumsy efforts. The fierce confrontation between us was nothing more than part of my training. KotOR wanted me to understand the threat of the dark side, to see how easy it was to fall from the path of light.
That's pretty harsh.
KotOR's methods may seem strange, but I trust her wisdom. This lesson has been difficult, but I am better because of it. Humility is never easy to teach, but now I truly understand my own limitations.
You can't expect to get everything handed to you on a silver platter.
After our last battle, KotOR had nothing left to teach me. I needed time alone to explore the turmoil of my own spirit. Only then was I ready to follow a guide. You. Back to the light. When I left, KotOR knew her work with me was done. There are other disciples who need training throughout the galaxy, and she could not stay to see if I passed this most difficult trial. With your help, I have passed this difficult trial. The Council now feels I am ready to continue with my training, though they have asked me to wait here for the time being.
Giving you a second chance like this is a clear sign of weakness. Sometimes I find it hard to believe the Jedi could defeat my people in battle.
I do not know what the Council has in store for me, but I will trust in the Force and the way of the Jedi to help me through whatever is to come.
Okay.
You have done a great thing. One of our own had strayed, but you have returned Juhani to the Order. For this you deserve the high...
Okay. Okay.
You have done well, my pupil. The ancient grove has been purified, and Juhani's journey down the dark path has been halted. Because of you, she walks once more in the light. But though she was saved, do not dismiss what happened to her. Juhani is both dedicated and true to the ideals of the Order, yet she was still vulnerable to the dark side, as are we all. She struck her master in anger during her training and injured her greatly. But it was KotOR's choice to test Juhani this way, and it seems to have made its point. Juhani has been redeemed, and you have passed your final test. Congratulations, apprentice. Or should I say, congratulations, Padawan. You have proven yourself worthy of joining the Jedi. Let me be the first to welcome you as a full-fledged member of our Order.
Yeah, baby. Now we get Jedi robe. And let's equip mission.
Huh?
Let's give her this. More demolition.
I'm here.
Let's see. Let's see. Candores. Okay. Let's go.
It is good to see Juhani has returned to the way of the light. You are to be commended for your role in this. Your actions give us great hope for the future. Your training is now complete, Padawan. And perhaps now, it is time we dealt with the matter of the dream you and Bastila shared. When we heard of the ruins in your dreams, Master Dorak recognized it as one of a series of ancient structures here on Dantooine. This one in particular lies to the east of this enclave. We sent a Jedi to investigate, but he has not returned. Perhaps sending him in the first place was a mistake. The Force is guiding you through your visions. It may be that exploring the ruins is a task tied to your destiny. That is why the Council has now decided you should be the one to investigate this. The secrets to stopping Malak may be hidden within those ruins. You must investigate them and find what Revan and Malak were looking for.
What happened to the Jedi you went to investigate?
We do not know. That is one of the things you must investigate. We fear the worst. Is there anything else you want to know?
Why doesn't Master Vuk like me?
Master Vuk may seem harsh and critical, but he understands the dangers that lie in your path. He wants you and Bastila to be fully prepared when you finally face Lord Malak. The way ahead will be difficult for young Bastila, and for you. But you must draw strength from each other. May the Force be with you.
Okay, I need Bastila, and let's have Zalba.
I demand justice! The Sandral family is a blight upon Dantooine. They must be punished.
The Council will look into this matter, Mr. Matale. You must be patient. Your accusations have no proof, and we do not want you stirring up trouble with the Sandrals if there is some mistake.
Mistake? My son Shen is missing. How can there be any doubt the Sandrals are to blame?
There are other possible explanations for your son's disappearance.
Ah, you Jedi are good for nothing but talk. I shall only wait so long before I take action on my own.
As dangerous as the threat from Darth Malak and the Sith may be, we Jedi cannot simply abandon our other responsibilities. The Council has promised Alan Matale we will look into his son's disappearance. Should you have time, Padawan, you may want to investigate this matter.
Is there anything else I should know?
These two families have been settled here for some years now.
And causing me no end of trouble.
Indeed. They have been settled here for some time, and feuding ever since.
What caused this feud?
I do not know how the original feud started, but they want nothing to do with each other. As you may have heard, Alan Matale believes that his son, Shen, has been kidnapped by Nurik Sandral.
Curiously, Nurik's son Cassius has been missing for some time as well. I fear Nurik may suspect Alan in this.
Is there anything else?
Where are they settled?
Both families have settled to the south of this enclave. The Matales are the closer of the two. Both have similar estates, but Alan is much more paranoid about his, and guards it quite heavily. Is there any...
I shall investigate this immediately.
If Shen Matale is not returned to his father, it may ignite a savage and bloody feud between the Matale and Sandral estates. We must not allow that to happen.
Your study and training are important, of course, but the Jedi are not a cloistered order. Our influence and teachings must spread beyond the walls of our academies.
It is in the real world that we truly prove ourselves worthy of the title Jedi. You would do well to remember this, young Padawan.
The task has its own importance. It may also serve to divert our minds for a short time, something which carries its own rewards.
Okay. Sorry about the noise. Okay, let's equip this and this. Okay, Bastila. She can level up. Or trick injury and awareness. Feats. Improve master to open fighting. powers, she can have this. And more skills. Powers. This. Well, is there a lightsaber? Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Super speed! Da 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 da.
What do you want?
Now, Samt, don't be so rude. If it wasn't for this young Jedi, we wouldn't have met. I took the loss of my droid much too hard. I feel I must apologize.
Damn right!
I was much too attached to my droid. It was all that was left of my husband, you see. Maybe I thought that through the droid, my husband could live again, be with me still. But I went too far. I could not see what was missing in living a normal life. Fortunately, in my grief, I returned here and ran into Samt, an absolutely fascinating man.
Nah, I've seen better.
Samt and I got to talking, and, well, we have a lot in common. I think we'll be seeing more of each other. It's funny how things work out in the end. Maybe there is such a thing as fate, after all. But I think we should be going now. We have so much more to talk about. I just wanted to thank you for what you've done for me, and what you tried to do. Goodbye, and thank you.
Okay, that settles that quest. Did I? Yes, I already beaten him in Pesach. Okay, let's check something. What powers do I have? Super speed, affect mind, wound, and slow. And what quest? Sandral Matale Fued, investigate ruins, missions brother, Bastila KotOR scarf, and Ebon Hawk.
Thank you for exact.
I like this force choke. Very cool. Very cool. Very good. Okay, let's see. Force choke. Wound. Let's go to the ruins. It looks like a bunker. Must gather your party before venturing. Where is Bastila?
What can I do?
Come on, Bastila.
What?
Sharti King Watawama Mulira. Yuma Lipa Ak Ingoku.
What language is that? What are you trying to say? Bastila, do you have any idea what this droid is saying?
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand.
I recognize his language.
I recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manaan. But why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath? It must be referring to Revan. The Dark Lord and Malak likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins.
Are you some type of guardian? I'm really sorry about this noise. My neighbors here. How long have you been here?
10 revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake.
Who are these builders you keep talking about?
These builders must have been an extinct people. Though it is strange, there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information.
The droid speaks Selkath. Maybe they were the builders. What is the Starforge? But what is it? What does it do?
The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Starforge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Though in fact, it could be anything.
Could it have been a factory or weapons plant?
Maybe. That might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Starforge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps you should ask it something else.
What is your purpose here again?
The droid must be talking about poor Nemo. The Council sent him here to investigate, and it cost him his life.
Did you kill the Jedi over here? How can I prove myself worthy?
Revan and Malak unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Starforge. Now Malak is using the Starforge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Starforge. The Republic is depending on us.
Okay. Let's loot the corpse of poor Nemo, Crystal and Jedi Night Robe. And Night Robe is a better robe, and then I can give Bastila this. And
what?
Let's see. Let's go. Let's use this.
What can I do?
This and this. Let's. Okay, Jedi support. So you can do this and this. You can throw an ion grenade and do this. And let's kick his ass. A lot of experience, very good. Okay, we gained some droid stuff. The ancient computer hums and throbs as you approach it. Its screen flickers to life and a stream of incomprehensible characters scroll across it. Talk to the computer. The computer goes silent, its screen blank, a few extremely unusual characters then appears on the screen. The computer emits a rapid sequence of tones. You hear one of those tones softly echoed by your datapad. A small data receptacle opens in front of the ancient machine. Insert your datapad into the rectangle. The computer seems to be interfacing with your datapad. The screen goes blank again, and then more familiar characters begin to appear on the screen. Talk to the computer. The computer goes silent, humming softly, seems to process from your datapad. The datapad is released from the receptacle and the machine goes silent for a moment. Data interrupted. Interrogative. Identity: the three primary life-giving seed world types. Okay, Oceanic, Translandic, and Arboreal. Okay.
What can I do?
Let's do this. Okay, first of all, let's do this. Zalbar, you can throw this grenade and this. I can throw this grenade and this. Kick his ass. Very nice. Okay, let's do the same thing here. Talk to the computer. It's a datapad. Talk to the computer. Identify the three primary death-giving seed worlds. Okay, desert, volcanic, and barren. Very good.
Yes?
Let's go over here. Now this is open. Look at this.
This must be what Revan and Malak found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began.
What is it?
This is a map. Some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malak must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves, but we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found.
So what is the Starforge exactly?
I don't know, but Revan and Malak were very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more, but I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world. And if that's Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk, and Tatooine, and Hismanat.
Tatooine.
There are pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace coordinates, corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Starforge itself might be.
Perhaps those worlds have more clues.
I was thinking that too. This map can't take us to the Starforge, but I know that Revan and Malak visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the Starforge, and some way to destroy it. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action, though I suspect our task has only just begun.
Okay, let's talk to Bastila.
How can I help?
I want to talk about the dream.
It was less of a dream and more of a vision the two of us shared. But I am certainly willing to answer any questions the Jedi Council did not.
Why did you dream of Malak and Revan?
Perhaps because we desired to. Perhaps because they came to this planet and were strong enough in the Force to leave a trace.
What do you mean by a trace?
They did something important here. Of that, I am certain. It may be simply that we are sensitive to that event, or it may not. We dreamed about Revan and Malak either because we were meant to, or because we needed to. There is no other way to look at it.
What do you think Revan and Malak were doing?
I have no idea. It was obviously important, however. That is why we must investigate this.
I'm not sure I like the idea of you being in my dreams.
And are you so certain that it is not you in my dreams?
Pretty certain, yes.
I see. That is most likely vanity speaking, for I am not certain myself. Regardless, our fates are linked. The vision was no doubt meant for us both.
Do you think we will receive more of these visions?
With luck, we will. I would rather not rely on such visions to guide us. But when we have so little else to go on, and the galaxy hangs in the balance...
Why we shared the vision?
Are you wondering why we shared the vision? Or why we even received it in the first place? To the first, I can only repeat the answer that the Council gave us. Our fates are linked. And for two as strong as we are in the Force, that amounts to a near-physical bond. As to the second, I truly don't have an answer for you. The Force works as it will, and perhaps we should be grateful for what...
Okay. What Malak and Revan were doing?
I have no idea. It was obviously important, however. That is why we must investigate this further.
That's all I want to know.
As you wish. We really should return our thoughts to business and...
Super speed. Come on, Zalbar. Okay, let's go back to the Ebon Hawk. Back to the Ebon Hawk and upgrade our lightsaber. Sigil. 1 attack bonus, 1d6 damage bonus. Then we can give this lightsaber, this Bonda. Okay, now look at this. I'm doing a lot of damage. 1 Bastila and Calf. Basta seems to have something on her mind. Perhaps you should talk to her about it.
How can I help?
You look like suffering bothering you.
No, not bothering me. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our mission remain in question.
Still don't understand this bond of ours.
Our fates are strongly connected. So connected that a literal bond has been forged between us. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship.
Okay, I'll answer a few questions.
Don't worry, these are simple questions. Nothing too intrusive. First, what kind of background do you have?
I was a scout. The fleet recruited me for my skills.
Good. On which planet were you born?
Kashyyyk, I'm a Wookiee. Can't you tell?
I see you intend to be childish about this. I guess I won't get anywhere continuing our discussion right now, will I? I suppose I'll have to speak to you again later.
I like to mess around with her. Okay. Let's see. What you have for sale? Let's see. This is a good blaster rifle. I will buy it later. Let's see. Collision utility belt. Let's buy this thing for now. This is +2 awareness, demolition security. This is +2 computer use, demolition security. That's better. Carl?
Yes, what's on your mind?
You've been very quiet lately, you know that?
Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop.
You were born out of the loop.
Cute. If you got any cuter, you'd pass for a Gamorrean sister.
Better than Gamorrean mother.
Look, I'm serious. No one seems to want to tell me anything, and it's starting to irritate me. For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it.
That is none of your concern, Carth, and you would do well to leave the matter be.
I respect you, Bastila, but you've been as closed-mouthed as the rest of the Council. If you won't talk to me, then maybe somebody else will.
They thought it was more important that I help find the star maps than stay.
And why is that? You were a great help on Terrace, but why would they keep you with us? Don't they have to train you?
It says there's a bond between Bastila and myself.
A bond? What kind of bond? You mean to say that they told you that you were tied to Bastila in some way? I have trouble believing that. I've been watching you. You can be cruel and impulsive, a Jedi without self-control or training, and yet the Council sends you on your way. Why? I am not trying to provoke you or to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi Council, but give me a hand here. There has to be a reason.
I'm sick of listening to your rant. Why don't you leave?
No, I didn't mean that you weren't wanted or that I want to go. It's just...
Damn it!
Damn it! Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm not going to wait around until I'm betrayed again.
I'm sick of listening to this. Just shut up or leave.
Fine. You got it. Conversation over. Look, I didn't mean it that way. I want to get to Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing.
Cough. You can have this. Intelligence. Okay.
I'm here. I'm here.
Ready.
Maybe you can have some other pistol? No. Okay, let's teleport back. Matale grounds. Matale boy. Choke. Choke the shit out of you. Okay, let's throw a grenade. Oh, let's do affliction. Dead settler. Okay. Cardio package, Ichani light ammo, Ichani shield.
What?
Yes?
Let's see. What is this? Awareness. Half. Okay.
I'm here. What?
Ready.
What can I do?
How much force points do I have? 84. And how much longer to level up? Not long, okay. Super speed. So cool. Matale droid.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
I come on behalf of the Jedi Council. I wish to speak to Alan Matale.
You have come from the Jedi Council. Master Matale wishes to speak with you. I will inform him that you are here. Remain at this location until he arrives.
My protocol droid tells me you are here on behalf of the Council. I was beginning to think my demands had been ignored, though I think your time would be better spent interrogating the Sandrals as to the whereabouts of my son Shen.
Why are you so certain the Sandrals are to blame?
Many years ago, I brought my family here to Dantooine to escape the crush of humanity on the KotOR worlds. Soon after we settled here, the Sandrals arrived, and they have been a plague upon my house ever since.
Somehow I imagine the story from the Sandrals would sound just about the same, don't you?
The injustices the Sandrals have committed against the Matales are far too numerous to name. But the Council is well aware of our many disputes. Recently, I discovered several Sandral droids trespassing on my land.
What are they doing here?
I have no idea what nefarious purpose lay behind their arrival. My own assassination, perhaps? Destruction of my property? Maybe a simple spy mission? I wasn't about to find out. My own security droids destroyed the invaders. Not a single one survived. It was shortly after this incident that Shen, my only son and heir to the Matale estate, vanished. Obviously, Nurik, the unscrupulous head of the Sandral clan, has abducted my son in retaliation for the destruction of his droids.
Where can I find the Sandrals?
Follow their stink south of here and you shall find them. I demand action on this matter, Jedi. Why does the Council insist on stalling? The life of my son is at stake. Is it possible? Yes, of course. Now I understand. I am a man of the world, Jedi. I know how things are done. I will make a contribution of 1,000 credits to the Council in exchange for rescuing Shen from the Sandrals. I will present the credits directly to you, of course. Whether the Council ever learns of this donation is completely up to you.
Make it 2,000. And you have a deal.
2,000? Your greed is outstripped only by your utter lack of any sense of proportion, Jedi.
2,000. Even if you would pay such a fee, what could you possibly need so many credits for?
For that price, I could purchase enough droids to destroy the entire Sandral estate. 2,000 is out of the question. Nevertheless, my offer still stands. 1,000 credits for Shen's safe return. Know, however, that I will not sit idly by much longer. Eventually, I will take whatever action is necessary to rescue my son, including raising the entire Sandral estate.
You would be willing to risk open war over this?
It is the Sandrals who have started this, not I.
And here I thought you would blame us if we failed. It seems everyone is responsible for your actions, except for you.
I don't need to stand here and listen to such impertinence.
I'm impressed, Carl. That interjection was very Jedi-like.
What can I say? You pick up a few things.
I'm afraid Alan is not just making idle threats. He is rash and foolish enough to attempt a full assault on the Sandral estate. Such action would result in an all-out war between the families.
I've seen men like Alan Matale before. He's so convinced that his hatred is justified, he's prepared to do anything. And if we don't intervene, there will be war.
Until you find Shen, Jedi, we have nothing further to discuss. I suggest you hurry south to their estate, lest I take matters into my own hands.
Some evil points. Okay. Let's talk to Kath.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Do you know anything about this place?
Dantooine's a boring place. It's all plains and herders and small settlements. Perfect for the Jedi to lose themselves in, I guess. Well, that's all I can...
Let's talk to Bastila.
How can I help?
You have something you want to ask me?
I do. How did you know?
Well, your face is all scrunched up like a can of pop.
An amusing description, but hardly the truth. We both know the real reason you have some idea of what I'm thinking. The bond we share.
Maybe.
Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you...
You could warn me when I do something bad. Blink once for dark side, twice for light.
This is not a joke. The choices you make could affect both our destinies. Not to mention the fate of the Republic and the entire galaxy. There is much at stake. Already you exhibit the kind of willfulness, erratic behavior, and lack of compassion that will lead you to corruption. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force.
Why are you getting so upset?
I'm sorry if I come across as harsh, but I am concerned. For you, for our mission, and for myself as well. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well.
It works both ways, doesn't it? You could help me stay strong.
Yes, that is true. I will do my best to guide you, but I am no master. Not yet. And there are times when I find the sheer strength of your power almost overwhelming. Your power could be a gift or a curse. When you need guidance or advice or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light.
I would appreciate any help you could offer.
I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times. But for now, we should return to our mission.
Dum dum dum. Super speed. Dum 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 dum. Sandral grounds. I want to check something. Skills. Computer use. 19. Repair. 17. Demolition. Stealth. Awareness. Persuade. Repair. Security. And treat injury.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
Pastor Sandral is dead.
Cassius is dead. Then it is as we feared. You should speak to Nurek yourself. He will want to question you on the details of his son's death. Nurek left orders he was not to be disturbed, but given the circumstances, I will make an exception. Go into the main hall. Nurek will meet with you there.
Okay.
I have been informed by my protocol droid that you have news about my son Cassius.
Your son Cassius is dead. I have seen his body.
Cassius is dead? I was afraid of this. Yet in my heart I knew it must be true. What happened to my son?
Cassius is a Kafan Chutoy.
Are all Jedi so callous towards those who grieve? No matter. Your cruel words hurt me no more than the news itself. Cath hounds? I was so certain the Matale family was to blame. But this changes nothing. My own son is dead. Why should I shed one tear about the disappearance of my bitter enemy's son?
Typical. Anything to continue the feud which has become so customary to you people.
I must ask you something, though it is difficult for me. My son had a diary, his private, personal thoughts. Now that he is gone, I have nothing else to remember him by. Please, the diary means more to me than it ever could to you. I will give you 100 credits for its return.
I can be greedy, but it will not work. I don't have enough persuade, so here's the diary.
I thank you for this. The diary is all I have left of my son. We have nothing further to discuss. Please, leave me to my grief.
You are here from the council, are you not? Looking for Shen Matale?
Who are you?
My name is Rahasia. Nurik is my father. He has not been himself since Cassus disappeared. He is mad with grief, and he is convinced the Matales are responsible. He's not thinking rationally.
Cassus was killed by Caphons. The Matale had nothing to do with it.
Cassus is dead? It is as I feared. Though I'm relieved the Matales are not responsible. My father is a good man. When my mother died, he raised me and my brother by himself. He loves his children, and we love him. I just don't want you to judge him too harshly.
Judge him? What has your father done?
You must understand that father has been under a terrible strain. I have no wish to disobey him, but there are matters where even my father's authority is not absolute.
Quit stalling and get to the point.
My father has kidnapped Shen Matale. He is holding him prisoner here in the compound. He feels this is a way to get back at the Matales, a way to get even for the disappearance of my brother Cassus.
I see. Well, there is the answer we seek. The Jedi Council should be informed of this at once.
You don't think that perhaps there's more to look at here, do you? That maybe everything isn't what it appears?
Of course not. It seems very simple to me. The Council must be allowed to decide the next step.
No! Since Cassus went missing, my father has become unstable. He might hurt him if you do that. He no longer even cares if the Matales are responsible for what happened to Cassus. I am afraid my father will simply kill Shen out of a mad, misguided lust for vengeance.
Why are you telling me all this?
Shen is an innocent victim in all this. My father is not a bad man, but his grief has driven him to madness. He must be stopped. Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does something he will regret forever. I would take you to the prison, but I cannot let my father see me with you. Take this key. It will open an unguarded door at the rear of the estate. You and Shen can make your escape through there. There are many security droids guarding the halls. Please hurry. You are Shen's only hope.
Why do you care about Shen?
Shen and I, we have been taught by our families to hate each other, just for being related to our fathers. But I met Shen alone one day in the city, away from his father, and Shen was so charming, so sweet. He didn't care at all that I was a Sandral. He just accepted me for who I was, with no reservations. We talked and met again over months and fell in love. My brother Cassus met him too, and they were beginning to become friends. But then this whole mess had to happen. Please find Shen and free him. You are my only hope.
Okay. Let's go to the back door. Minor flash. Mine.
On it. Done.
Advanced medpack.
On it. Done.
More medpacks. Okay, let's go to the... Oops. Let's go here.
You asked for
Boy, give a whole lot of experience, man. Very nice. More parts. Okay, let's use some Computer use. View no hallway. Use self hallway. Use security computer room. Use central security room. Overload computer power conduit. View repair room. Overload computer power conduit. Storage room. Overload. Okay, log out. Got a level up. Attributes. Let's have more strength. Skills. I want computer use and repair. Powers. I get 2 powers. So I want Dominant Mind. Dominant Mind enables persuasive use of the Force. Once a Jedi has this power, extra options appear in the conversation. It's appropriate. Dominant Mind is more powerful than Effect Mind, and very few things can resist its effects. This power does not affect droids, only the main character can use this. Okay. Let's have this, and let's have Night Speed. Give me 4 defense bonus, and 1 attack per round.
On it. Damn! On it. Done.
What's over here? Let's use super speed. Prison key, that's what they look, search for. Okay, Raheja, we'll talk later. Repair. Computer.
I'm here.
Let's recover this mine. Open this door. Come on, Shen.
Who are you? What do you want with me? Are you working for my father?
I'm here to rescue you, Shen.
Rescue me? No. I won't leave. It's too dangerous.
I will protect you, Shen. Let's go.
It's not my own safety I'm concerned about. I'm worried about the fate of Nurik's daughter, Raheja. She's been trying to convince her father to release me ever since I was captured. If I escape, Nurik will think Raheja is to blame. Nurik is insane with grief over the loss of his son, Cassus. If I leave with you, it is Raheja who will suffer. I cannot allow that.
What if we take Raheja with us?
If you can convince Raheja to escape with us, I will accompany you. Though I do not know if she'd be willing to turn her back on her home and family. Who could imagine a Sandral doing such a thing for the sake of a Matale? But if she will not go, then I too shall stay. I would rather face my own death than have her face her father's wrath because I escaped.
Why do you care so much about Raheja?
I was taught to hate the Sandrals, to think of them as evil and subhuman. But from the moment I saw Raheja one day in the city, I knew that my father was wrong. She was like an angel, all white silks and perfume, seeming to float above the crowds. I don't know what else I could have done but fall in love with her. For months I wooed her and tried to win her heart. I believe I have succeeded, but now this has happened. Our families are always coming between us one way or another. Please find her and convince her to run away with me.
Okay. Let's find Rahesia. Super speed.
What are you doing here? Have you found Shen yet?
I'm trying to rescue Shen, but he won't leave without you, Rahesia.
Shen can be so stubborn sometimes. If one of the security droids sees me wandering the halls, Father will get suspicious. I can't risk it, but I know Shen would rather die than leave me here alone to face the wrath of my father. Tell Shen I will meet you outside the gates. I will wait as long as I can, but you must hurry.
Okay. More experience. Let's talk to Shen. Let's save. Let's go.
You're back. Have you spoken to Rahesia?
Yes, she's promised she would meet us outside the gates.
I pray she is not just telling me what I want to hear, but I will have to take that chance. Hurry then, we must not keep Rahesia waiting.
Shen, you're safe.
Rahesia! Well, thank goodness you managed to escape.
It was all thanks to this kind Jedi that we managed to get this far at all. I thank you, Jedi, for all that you have done for us.
Shen's father promised me a reward.
What? You're just doing this for the reward?
Yes!
How could you? I thought you...
I'm doing this for the reward, exactly. All about the cash.
There you are, Shen.
Father!
Mr. Matale.
Rahesia!
Father!
Mr. Sandral!
Nurik! Alan! I knew this was all your doing. I knew you had captured my son.
You had taken my Cassus from me long before that. You started it.
I don't want to hear any of your excuses. Now I will get revenge for your transgressions.
Don't make me intervene in this.
We never asked for your help, Jedi.
Yes, you do.
Do not press in matters that do not concern you.
You did ask for my help.
This is an internal affair for my family, and is none of your concern.
You should not interfere with our private business,
But
Jedi.
you asked me.
This will be resolved very shortly.
Do not do anything outside the law.
This is a private affair, Jedi. You would do well not to interfere. We are allowed to decide the fate of our children.
No, I won't. I can choose my own path.
Shen, how dare you?
I am tired of you controlling my life. I love Rahesia and I want to be with her forever.
And I want to stay with Shen forever, Father.
I don't know if you can trust Rahesia, Shen.
Do not trust that Sandral girl, Shen. She is treacherous like her father and will only betray you.
No, Shen, don't believe him.
But...
Get away from my daughter, Matale!
Turn away, Shen.
I see. I wonder how I could ever have thought so differently about you, Rahesia. How could I have been so blind?
Shen, no.
I was foolish. My father was right. We are not destined for one another. It would never have worked. There would have been too many problems. Sometimes it's just better to let things die.
Shen, wait! I love you!
I'm sorry, Rahesia. It just won't work. In fact, I don't think I like you very much at all. You remind me too much of your father.
Sometimes you should live with your father now.
Yes, and I thank you for showing me what I had to do. I'm ready to leave now, Father.
Let's go home then. Here is your reward, Jedi, for your assistance. This isn't over, Sandrals. I will take this affront directly before the Jedi Council and see you exiled from this world.
Shen, no!
Come inside, Rahesia. Let's get the stink of that Matale dog off you.
More experience. More credits. Okay, Calf, Mission Bar, Candoras, Bastila. Let's talk to Bastila.
How can I help?
Wanted to speak to me.
Yes, I did. I wanted to speak to you about our mission and what lies ahead for us. It seems fate, or the Force, is driving us into a confrontation with the Dark Lord. You must prepare yourself for when we face Malak. The confrontation will be difficult for you. I remember how hard it was when I first faced Revan.
Is it true you killed Darth Revan?
It's true that due to my battle meditation, I was with the Jedi Strike team that boarded Revan's ship. We did not kill Revan, however.
But killing Revan is what you're famous. So who killed Revan then?
Our mission was to capture Revan if possible. It was Malak who turned on his own master, firing upon Revan's ship while we were still on board it. It was his desire to kill us and his master both. Thankfully, we narrowly escaped the vessel as it exploded.
So Malak did the job for you. But you would have killed Revan eventually, right?
As I said, we were there to capture Revan alive. The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes. Remember that Revan and Malak were once great Jedi, heroes in every sense of the word. They demonstrate the danger of the dark side to us all. I'm sorry, we really shouldn't speak of this anymore. The memory of my confrontation with Revan is painful. Let's return to the mission, please.
Okay. Let's teleport back to Revan Hawk.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
Okay, let's talk to Bastila.
How can I help? Then I said...
Okay, we'll continue this on the next time. Thank you very much for joining me. Let's save. Let's save. Virna, Shan, 15. And thank you very much for joining me, and see you in the next one. Bye.